morning, everybody, or I could also say good afternoon and good evening, because this is indeed a global initiative that falls into the Global Care Project. I'm particularly happy of this brief interview because I'm with somebody who is very close to me, and I can testify this because I have actually the same cap of Jaco, because I love, of course, golf for two reasons. One, because I've been playing, and this is very informal, so we can ask meanwhile to Santos to switch off the mic because there is a little bit of noise in the background. Because this is indeed like a coffee break related to the Global Care initiatives, the Global Care Day initiative, October 7, 6 months away from April 7, that is the World Health Day, to remind everybody that there is no real health care if there is no global care. What I mean by this is that we cannot just preach from the healthcare side, just talking one way. We always have to enjoy a 360 degrees discussion, learning from each other. In this case, learning from the sport world. The ones who knows the Win Foundation, so basically everybody in the venous and lymphatic world, knows that we actually started with golf. So I will just quickly share a couple of slides showing the Vitruvian Man for the game over to leg failure, because the Vitruvian Man was also overlapped by a golf man swinging, because in this life we have to swing at best, also with the practice of sport. And it is interesting how, diving into the literature, we see that the mortality is decreased by 40% if we play golf. This is a very serious study with 30,000 golfers. And I could bring up other investigations showcasing, for example, that if I push somebody and this somebody is a golfer, this person will stand still better than somebody who is not a golfer, because with golf you also have a better proprioception, as we say. So much more than this that will be covered during October 7th, thanks to the involvement of Jaco, who is a great professional working in Abu Dhabi, and also thanks to the collaboration with the related golf club with the Santos, where we will go, of course, also for a nice toast at the end of the event, because he is also responsible for the food and beverage parts over there. So I'd like to have, in these 5 minutes of informal gathering, just a quick comment from Santos regarding his vision as a manager of a very important golf club in Abu Dhabi, on how we can use the venue of the golf course, not just for golfers to enjoy golf, but for golfers and not golfers to enjoy public moment of sharing, of pleasant moment, but also of educational moments. Because we also published a paper on the feasibility of the golf venue that, Santos, this would be mainly my question to you. How it is still considered as a closed group rather than a place with open doors where everybody is invited to come, eventually try golf, eventually even just enjoy a coffee together, being in a nice environment that already, because of the environment, is all green, is all open air, you feel better just because you are there. So what is your vision in this, and is there a tendency now to open the doors more than in the past of these wonderful places that are not an elite place anymore? It's like a place where everybody is invited to join.
So, well, here in Abu Dhabi, what we're seeing as a golf club facility is not just to come and play golf. We're trying to create experiences with the members and guests where everyone is welcome and can enjoy the restaurants and the different of events that we do. Having said that, on a weekend, families and non-members are always welcome to our facilities.
And that's absolutely great. So, and you have multiple facilities in town, right?
Yeah, we as Avaya Golf, we manage 3 golf clubs. One is Sadia, is designed by Gareth Player, and as well it has F&B and pro shop facilities. Another one is Just Link, has been ranked as the best golf course, best 32 golf course in the world, and as well we got great F&B facilities, restaurants, sport bars, and we do a lot of events as well. And the last one is Just Acres Country Club, which is more on a residential family area where we do have pool facilities and restaurants as well.
So really the message here is that the doors and the golf halls are fully open to everybody to try. It has been considered an elite sport for a long time, but in reality it is a sport that acts on so many different parts of the body, but also of the soul, as Santos was saying, because you can enjoy also family moments and friends moments there. that is really appreciated, in my opinion, as healthcare professionals, because even when you are playing, you can talk with the people you are playing with, you can socialize. So I really encourage everybody to join us in these golf clubs, where you will find also great professionals like Jaco that I really target because they are like general practitioners to me. They are like the first line of screenings, because you must know that a golf professional who is teaching you is spending usually around 30 minutes, around once a week with you, while also talking with you. So they get to know about your risk factors, about your conditions, so they eventually can give you also suggestions. So I ask Jaco, your vision of a modern top-level professional in terms of teaching, because I think you have quite a lot of chances of interaction also on the health part, and indeed you were teaching me before about posturology and about kinesiology and so on. So what is your vision now about the role of golf professionals in healthcare promotion?
I think, so back in, let's say about 15 or 20 years ago, like golfers were probably still seen as the kind of sports person or sport people that would go on the golf course, drink, sit in a buggy, smoke some cigarettes, obviously like a big fat belly. But I think like the modernized golfer nowadays, there are a lot of research going into how golfers can actually utilize certain areas of the body in order to create more explosive power. And there's no way you can create that amount of power without really kind of getting yourself in a more like, let's say, a gym environment and actually kind of working on the legs, the glutes, the core, all those kind of muscles. Because within a golf swing, all the muscles do work as one, doesn't it? Like in a very, like, I mean, in a matter of a second and a half, you basically work your entire body in order to move the object of the golf ball. I think nowadays, by looking at, for example, like this past weekend with the Ryder Cup as well, it's basically the 12 best golfers in Europe and then the 12 best golfers in the US. So that's basically, in my opinion, Europe. So let's go. So if you have a look at the golfers kind of walking the golf course, like you can see like in their profession, respective to them being golfers, like they are top athletes. None of them are really overweight. Maybe one of them, Shane Lowry. Okay, nothing against Shane Lowry, lovely golfer. Doesn't really like a workout, but you know what? Like he does actually put in the hard work in order to play the sport to the top level.
Yep.
Yeah. So golf has evolved massively over the last 20 years to where it used to kind of be like the perception was obviously like a smoker with a pot belly. All of a sudden, it's golf is actually people working out really hard in order to maintain that kind of level of play.
Yeah, and that's great. So I will conclude with a quote we always use that is an Anatole France saying, real learning happens when you're having fun. So of course we don't want to scare anybody, we don't want to bore anybody, we want to enjoy a nice round of golf. We are going to enjoy the all 19 for the technical ones. It means like the clubhouse where you go after 18 holes of playing, but I really think we can do things differently and better thanks to the collaboration with professionals like you. So I really look forward for declaring game over to like failure, which is the acronym of golf in Abu Dhabi together starting this October 7, where we will have the pleasure also of having your representative with us at the Global Care Day. Thank you so much, guys, and looking forward for seeing you at the All 19 and also All 1. Thank you, and
thank you so much.
We are like really connected. So ciao, bye.